Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today we are still in Portugal and we have this little ongoing project with getting internet to the house. At the moment I'm still using this tiny little G4 router, which is just sitting there. I took the back of it because it has a tendency to overheat when I'm really working it. Right now it's actually getting quite hot. I'm transferring raw data from my yesterday's recording to my editing server in Denmark. So yeah, it's working. I think it was doing about 400 kilobytes per second. That's not a lot, but it's okay. Takes 12 hours or something to upload a video for editing. It doesn't matter, it could work all day. But we have this ongoing project to improve that, which is why we put a 4G parabolic dish on top of my mounting. And we can kind of see from the kitchen window, we can see the mountain. Oh, maybe it's up that way. Maybe we can't see it that well. What I have actually been messing about with it, we can go up this way and then we can see it. There is the mountain, and between the branches you can just make out something white. Oh, steady. There we are. There's my pole to send the internet down here. Oh, it's zoomed in really much. Yeah, that's all over the place. So yeah, we need to go and fetch and improve on that. But I have messed about with it a little bit. So over here I have the Wi-Fi bridge antenna sitting on a bit of a pole, and yeah, I set it on a pole because I thought that then I can mount it to something else and I can get it up higher. But actually it gets a perfect signal from right there. On the side of it, it says it's got a perfect signal. So that was a bit of a weird one, but yeah, I could sit at my computer and I could see this device, I could see the device up on the mountain, and I could see the Mikrotik 4G antenna up there as well. So I did have a connection to everything. I just want to show you on the inside how this is connected. This is kind of funny. So here it is right outside the kitchen window, which is very convenient. I can open up and then mess with it. But I had two power supplies, 12 volts, that I needed to I needed the connections to go into the bridge. So I cut those off, and that was kind of stupid because I actually needed a 12 volt power supply down here to power that, but I didn't have that anymore. So I found that I still have this 12 volt USB thing. So it takes 5 volt USB and it ups it up to 12 volts, and that works very well with a normal power bank. It even works for hours. Like, my best estimate is that this would power the bridge out there for 3-4 hours without blinking. So it's not as if it takes a lot of power, so that's a good thing. Unfortunately, I don't have a power meter for USB. I have one at home, but you know, two houses, stuff is always at the wrong place. So to get it up and running, we just need to go up there and put in the SIM card. So I went out and I got one of these from Vodafone, and this can be topped up, but the first 30 days has been paid for. It's all you can eat internet for 30 days, and then you have to put some more data on it, like pay extra. I'm gonna start with this. I might not need unlimited internet up there. It might be fine with just a little bit less. Unlimited internet is like, it's about €1 a day. So it's not ridiculously a lot of money, but when I'm not here for, well, next time it's probably going to be 3 months. That's $90 of internet that I'm not using very much. So a cheaper solution for that would be nice. Okay, we are on our way up to the hilltop to visit the G4 router, but I wanted to bring this stick for a specific reason, which you will see in just a little bit. We're going that way. This is kind of straight, and that is up. The camera doesn't do it justice. So this is the way up. It's early in the morning, it's still chilly here. It's below 20 degrees, and right down here is the house. And I put this stick on the ground, and I want to measure the the incline. So here we have a measurement of incline. So let's try and put that. Oh, this is awkward. Oh. So right here there's a 24 degrees incline going up. So this is one of the flatter spots, and here it's 9%. Here's another nice spot where it's going up like 26-27%. And that's the reason why I'm huffing and puffing every time I get up here. I might look like a mountain goat. In reality, that's not the case. I have a desk job. Oh dear. But it's lovely up here. The sun is shining. I'm very interested in seeing how the solar power has held up. Now the sun is not directly on the panels yet. I'm sure it's bringing in something, even though the sun is over here and the panels are pointing in the opposite direction. This equipment has been on for the last few days. So right now the voltage is at 13.2 volts, as you can see. And when I connected it the other night, it was at 13.8. So at the moment it has dropped 0.6 volts. I will be very interested in following that and see if it can keep up with power. But I have been working on it up here, so I'll just show you what I did. So this is the installation right now. I managed to find a very short networking cable. It goes from here and just up to there. And that in this way it doesn't look messy or anything, and the power goes and is distributed from inside of this. So these black wires goes down to the charge controller, so it's being supplied with 13.2 volts at the moment. The other day it was 13.8 volts, and they apparently are happy with that. So yeah, we're gonna put the SIM card in over here, and we should have a look at the batteries. I haven't checked these out. This is as we left it last time when I docked the battery down. And I need to remove the sticks and the rocks and the plastic and watch out for snakes and scorpions and stuff. Yeah, let's start with the SIM card. So the SIM card goes in here. Ta-da, and up there. It's a tiny little thing. It could blow away in the wind up here, but I mounted some tape on it, so I've heard that it can be hard to get it out again. It's in there, so mission completed. So let's see the battery down here. Let's wake everybody up. Make sure that they know to get the heck out of here so they don't get it too big of a shock. I'm surprised that this has held up.
Looks fine.
So this battery is a LANPWR, and it's a 12 volt 150 amp hours, and it has almost 2000 watt hours of capacity. This one has a very nice display that you can cycle through. It's just that it's 100% full. Oh, now it says it's 86% full. Sorry, 85% full. Oh, does that keep going down? It says 13.2, so it agrees with the charge controller, and it's off. So it's not as if we're getting a lot of information here. But as I was curious to how much power this draws, I brought the clamp meter here, so I have clamped it, and we can see that it's pulling about 0.2 amps. So that is not that much. Let's just make sure that it's zeroed out. It is. So let's try the negative leaf here, see how that should give us about the same. Yeah, about 0.2 amps, 12 volts or 13.2 volts. It means that we are pulling 2.64 watts ish. That's way less than I was anticipating, but it's not doing anything either. So yeah, we need to go down and connect to it, and I'm not gonna go up here again just to measure this, but it looks good. I closed up the battery again. This has worked really well for 2 months, and it has seen rain, and it's not full of water, so didn't do badly. There is power on this. I see the LEDs, and over on the side of this one we also see the LEDs. Maybe you see them. The sun is difficult to work with. Let's close it up and let's go down to the computer and see what we see. We're still at 13.2 volts, and it's not gonna charge up much before the sun gets over here. So to improve on this, I could expand with another solar panel on over here if I wanted to. That might not be the worst solution. Let's see how the power solution is, if it keeps power. But for now, let's monitor it. So maybe you could remind me to go up and protect that RJ45 connection. That's gonna get water and become bad if it's not covered in some way. And that is an injector that pumps power with the signal into the dish. So we need to protect that. I'm sure they are expensive. Okay, so in the meantime it has warmed up outside. The time is wrong. I haven't adjusted this for summertime, I think. So it's actually 9:15. But never mind. We need to power our thing out here. So let's pop that in. There. And just press the button and it should be up and running. Unfortunately it's light outside, so I can't see the LEDs on the side of it. Computer, and let's zoom in a little bit. So this, I had a connection to this the other night and I haven't closed down the tabs. So the Wi-Fi bridge closest to us in the window out there is this one. And as soon as I pop this in, we should get a connection to that. That should give us a good start. If we pop in the cable, that always helps. There. And we can try and refresh that. See if we get something. We do. I think that was just admin. Have I changed that? I have. So we have... Okay, so that was the wrong tab that I had opened. This is the closest one to us. We have a signal through. We have a connection from one to the other, and we can see network traffic on that one as well. And it will monitor that. And then we have the Mikrotik, which is the parabolic dish up there. And that seems to be replying as well. We have a connection to that. There, and we need to put in that SIM card. So that's over here at quick setup, and we need the new pin code that came with it. I'll just put that in. There, and apply configuration. Nothing much happened really. Oh dear. So just maybe I didn't press that SIM card in there hard enough. Yeah, I guess somebody has to climb the mountain again to redo what he didn't do. So later. Okay, we're up on the hill again, and I've just the card in there is in there perfectly. Now I've popped it in and popped it out a few times, and I've disconnected it and repowered it, so maybe it works. Otherwise I'll have to bring the other 40 modem router thing up here and try and activate the card, maybe a laptop and stuff. I've also protected this wire, just some plastic around it and some zip ties, and I'm sure that's gonna be nice for a while. It's a bit windy up here. I got a lot of good suggestions for a windmill up here, but yeah, that's gonna be very visible. And the voltage of the solar panel has, or the battery, has gone up to 13.7. So even though it's using a bit of power, it's still charging up the battery. So, and it's still hidden under there, and the solar panel is doing great. So yeah, I hope I did this right. Oh, it's a long way up here. Okay, we are down again, and well, to start with, I had no luck, but after messing about with it for a little bit, I have some good news. So, well, we're in the living room here. So I want to see that. It's living room, so the laptop is connected, and this is the wireless bridge. It's number 206, so it's the wireless bridge down at my end, and this one is the wireless bridge up at the mountain top, and this one is the Mikrotik thing, and we can now see that it's doing stuff. So if we select that and we go down a bit, we should get some movement down here. It gives us some stuff, and we do have a decent internet speed here, so let's just run that. Come on, I was just bragging about you. There we are, 30. Well, it drops down to about 28. Oh, are you gonna make a liar out of me? Go, 28, the man said. Go gadget. 29. Okay, for video purposes it was a little bit better than that. And we have like 18, 19 megabits upload. That's not too bad. That's perfectly acceptable. So yeah, I have already used this for uploading some video footage, and it does move like 10 times faster than the other internet that I had, so it's most definitely an improvement. So, and this Mikrotik thing, there is like a ton of stuff that you can mess about with, and every time you don't know if you broke it, because it takes a while for it to actually show what it's actually doing. It has a really good signal strength is like 13 dB, so that's very, very good, extremely good. We also see that over here. I think this is the signal strength over the noise, and that's different of apparently 12-13 dBs, so that's not too bad at all. So this is actually not bad. I did a video editing last night, and what I do is I transfer all my footage back to Denmark, where I have a big powerful server standing by, and I remote into that server and I edit my video on it, and there the latency If it becomes too much, it becomes difficult to edit the video. I must admit I'm pretty good at knowing, oh, this is latency and this is why I'm moving my mouth but not saying anything yet. So yeah, this is working, and the speed that I'm getting, I just ran another test here. So like 36.4-ish megabit down and 17.5-ish up. That's workable. That's not that bad. These antennas here, the Wi-Fi bridges, they are really power efficient. They don't take much power. I still have this little power bank sitting here, and I was using it. Had the internet connection, I think a good 4 or 5 hours last night. And this went from 4, it has 4 LEDs showing full power, and it went down to 3 LEDs, and I had no problem to charge it up during night. And so that is pretty good. There's no bigger issue there. Right now we could push it. I could see it's still at 4 LEDs, and it has been on for quite a few hours already this morning. I most certainly need a better solution than this, but it works. I have 0 issues. It seems like it has a good connection, even though there is all kind of stuff in the way. And even though this solution is dodgy as heck, it works really well, and it got a very nice connection up to the mast at the top of the mountain. So it's just sitting there against the wall, pointing upwards-ish, pointing at the antenna up there. I don't know if we can find it. It should be around there. I think it might be in the middle there. Hard to see on the screen here. I'm sure in the editing I can see it. So with a little bit of final connections and mounting on the wall and drawing cables, I think I have a decent internet connection that I can work with for a while until I find something more interesting to play around with. 36 megabits and 20 up-ish. I have seen it varies. Then you get a little bit less, and then you get a little bit more, but I have seen numbers of over 40 megabits per second coming down and over 30 megabits of data going up. So that's awesome. I also uploaded some footage to my server yesterday, and that was a lot faster than what I was used to. So I think we have ourselves a win-win here. I will naturally try to improve it when I can, and if something interesting comes up, but I really need to mount that thing on the wall so that I don't have a stick sitting around and loose cables through the living room and so on. You can see the cable right coming down right here. It's not optimal, but nevertheless, please give this video a like. It always warms my little cold heart. And other than that, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye.